Today we're going to continue our series on masternodes, and we're going to talk about Masternode Scam Coins, how to avoid the most common Masternode scam coins or projects that are total scams. Now, the Masternode space, by the way, obviously this is the coin market cap. Masternodes, by the way, this is masternodes.online. It's a great resource. This is the website that we're on. And this is all about masternodes. You can, there's a lot of great information on here. Let me just say this. Masternodes are just another area, just like the smart contract space, just like any other project in crypto space, that there are bad actors. And my goal is to help you avoid bad actors and hopefully give you some ideas or some strategies on this video to help you, if you're looking into masternodes, to be able to choose projects that are most likely going to do well, or at the very least, even if the project doesn't do well, that it's a real project with real goals and they're trying to work towards those goals. There are what I'm calling Masternode scam coins that exist, and this is basically where the developers will fork Dash, they'll fork Pivx, they'll pre-mine a whole bunch of coins, they'll sell these coins on the market. Typically it's not even the market. They oftentimes sell through backdoor channels, like they won't even be on an exchange. They may sell them in a Discord room, or they may sell it on a Telegram, and they're selling coins. And so you gotta have 1,000 coins or 10,000 coins or 5,000 coins. Right here it's 42 coins, that's weird. To be able to have a masternode. So that's how many coins you gotta have. And they'll sell those coins kind of through backdoor channels. And what they're doing is they're oftentimes dumping their pre-mined coins. They're dumping their pre-mined coins onto the early investors, if you will. And so you just wanna be careful for that. And the biggest way to be careful is you want to make certain that, give it some time. I don't care how innovative the project sounds, how exciting it sounds. Unfortunately, our own greed sometimes causes us to make rash decisions. Give it a few months, give it a few weeks at least, and just wait and see, especially when it comes to masternodes. Because the ROI, if you get in early in a masternode, a lot of times the ROI like this can be really high. And it'll be really high because there's just not a whole lot of masternodes, is part of the reason that it can be really high. And what will happen is people want to get in early because they see that high ROI, but that can drop quickly just in 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. There are bad actors that are they're preying on people with that mentality. So I would give it some time and watch what it does. Go hang out in the Discord, make sure there's a community involved here. Bitcoin Green's a project. What I would do is I would come down here. Do they have a Discord? Do they have a Telegram? Not every masternode does. I think it's a plus if they do. And do developers hang out in there? Do they ever comment in there? Ask questions, watch things develop. So that's what I would recommend that you do before you go jumping in. And this isn't financial advice. You can do what you want to. But I'm just telling you, I would be careful for projects that are super new. And now, when it comes to finding good projects, let's just talk about this for a moment. Basically, you want to make certain that it's a project that's going to be innovative. So most masternodes are forks off of Dash and Pivx. Well, Dash and Pivx are already privacy coins, which means every fork is going to be a privacy coin. They already have super fast transaction speeds, so every project is going to have super fast transaction speeds. So if it's a privacy coin and super fast transaction speed and it has nothing else to offer other than the fact that it's a masternode, I would probably stay away from that. Or if it seems like it's gonna, if it's promising the world, then, you just gotta go in and with your eyes wide open. I always like to see a roadmap and a white paper. Not every project does. And by the way, I don't even own Bitcoin Green. I'm just using it as an example. But is there, I'm not saying it's good or bad, I'm just saying I'm using it as an example. Is there a white paper and is there a roadmap? And are they hitting their goals on the roadmap? Are they hitting their own timelines, their own deadlines? Those are things that you want to look for. Is the project innovative, and is there a real use case for the coin? If there's just a coin and they're like, oh yeah, we're XYZ company and we're creating this amazing service or product, but you can't see any actual reason to own the coin. There's no real reason to own the coin itself doesn't have an applicable use, then you probably want to steer clear of that. Is there a team behind the project? And if there's a team behind the project, are they transparent? In other words, if you come here and you look at team, and I haven't done this, but what I would do is I would go to LinkedIn and I would see if I could find these guys. I would Google their names, see if I could find them. Does it look like there's if you can find their profiles, you can go to Facebook sometimes and search them. Is there substance behind their profiles, or does it look like it's a relatively new profile? That's something else you want to look out for. Now, what a lot of people do is they get really excited. They'll come over here to like Masternodes Online and they'll see these ROIs and they'll, it looks all juicy and they're excited. Well, clearly, a couple of things you want to look for. In addition to what I've already talked about, how many nodes are there? If there's too few nodes, then there's a reason sometimes, and if it's new, that's one thing. But if there's too few nodes, then you're going to see a high ROI. There's a lot of nodes in place, typically the ROI is going to be lower. One of the things you want to look at is how much does it cost to own a Masternode. So here's the price. So that would be $10,000 for a Zcoin Masternode. Now you might be thinking $10,000 a lot. Then that's okay. I'm going to show you in my next video how you can participate in some of these Masternodes even if you don't have the full amount to be able to set up the Masternode. But what this means is it takes 1,000 coins locked up in a wallet to be able to earn the Masternode rewards, which currently are about 19.93% ROI annually. Now, when it comes to setting up Masternodes, always check the volume too. I always want to see at least 10,000 or more volume. You want to know that there's a market to be able to sell your coins. I prefer to see tens of thousands, 20, 30, 40, 50,000. You want to know there's a market to be able to sell your coins. Who cares if the ROI is super high? Who cares if it's a high ROI, but you can't sell your coins? Because this is the volume, total volume in the market. There's no way to sell these coins. So it doesn't matter that it's a super high ROI if there's no way to sell the coins. So just keep that in mind as well. Again, personally, I like to see 10,000 or more at least in daily volume. One more thing that you can look at, outside of being innovative, outside of having a roadmap, you want to make certain that there's active development taking place on the coin. And what you can do is come over to GitHub and you can search it. And like for Bitcoin Green, there's 5 contributors on Bitcoin, 164 commits. Now, a commit just means that, by the way, the website is GitHub, GITHUB.com. A commit is like an update to the project, update to the code. Are there commits? Are there contributors? You can click on contributors, you can see when they've been contributing. So this is good. This is recent. This is, last month and the month before. So there's been a lot of recent development. That's what you kind of like to see. And if you understand coding, you want to make certain that the changes that are taking place are substantial changes. That it's not just, we made some minor tweak we changed a date on the code. Because that will show up as a commit sometimes as well. You will actually see Masternode coin sometimes that has 1 contributor and there's like 5 commits. And they haven't done anything in 5, 6, 7, 8 months or more. And they might even have an active community. And the price could be going up and down. There could be volatility in that coin. There's several reasons this could happen. It could be because it's a pump and dump type project. It could be that there's some developers that are wanting to basically re-engage the project. That has happened before. But if you're going to be putting your money into something, I would make certain that there's active development. Now, let's look at Bitcoin, which is going to have the most development. 18,000 commits, 581 contributors. So that would be phenomenal. And by the way, instructions to set up a Masternode, oftentimes you can find that by going to the community Discord, Telegram, ask questions. Typically, someone's going to either have published a guide somewhere, or you can typically find it on their GitHub. And someone can direct you to that. And if you know how to use Linux and you know how to use VPSs and stuff, you can virtual private servers, then you can set up a Bitcoin wallet, a Masternode wallet and earn that passive income. But if you don't know the technical side, or you don't know, you don't have the money, the $10,000 or the $20,000 that you need to be able to buy in to a project, don't worry about it. I'm going to be showing you in my next video. Go ahead and subscribe down below, hit that bell notification icon. In my next video, I'm going to show you how you can still participate. By the way, this would be a red flag to me, payday coin. It appears like the only reason for that is Masternode rewards. That's the kind of stuff you want to be careful for. If the whole goal of the coin is just to try to be a Masternode, it's going to have a short lifespan. It's going to be some sort of a pump and dump, and I would recommend you stay away from projects like that. But let me back up. If you don't have the technical expertise, but you want to be able to earn some passive income with Masternodes, you'd like to invest in Masternodes, then stay tuned. In my next video, I'm going to show you how you can do that, how you can participate in Masternodes, even if you don't know, even if you don't have any technical expertise, and how you can participate if you don't have $89,000, or if you don't have $183,000, or if you don't have $16,000, you don't have $9,000, you don't have $4,000, you don't have $2,500, and you still want to be able to participate. You don't have $1,000. You want to know, well, how can I participate if I don't have the money? I'm going to show you a way that you can participate if you only have part of the money, and you can still earn passive income from Masternodes. So go ahead and subscribe to this video. Stay tuned for that. If you have any questions about Masternodes, put them down in the comments. If you have a Masternode project that you're already investing in and that you really like, leave that in the comment as well. And if you find this video helpful, please let me know that. A few days ago, I commented and asked people to put in the comments what they wanted more info about, and Masternodes came up several times. So, and even in some private messages, people said they wanted to hear more about Masternodes. So I think Masternodes is a very fascinating space, and I think it's incredibly interesting. You all know that I love this crypto space. I love this technology. Even though I'm not a developer, even though I'm not a super technical guy, I love where it's going, what it's doing. I love learning about it, and I really can't get enough of it. So I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you for going on this journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.